Welcome, folks, to Louisville, Kentucky, Derby City. This home of the Louisville Cardinals is not far from Churchill Downs. This crowd ready to get this game out of the starting gates. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the third-ranked team, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Welcome, folks, to Louisville, Kentucky, Derby City. This home of the Louisville Cardinals is not far from Churchill Downs. This crowd ready to get this game out of the starting gates. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the third-ranked team, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Cardinals will kick this away to get us going here. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking to throw it on first down. Extending the play now.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
He goes nowhere on third and short. I don't think he got it. Now the timeout is called by the defense. We've got some things to work out here. So on their first first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. As a design quarterback keeper, fighting him off. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game on a 4th down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
And the Horned Frogs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They're going to run it. Look at him run through those tacklers. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game, but when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence, and you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive moving. Takes the ball and heads to the left. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. He's talking about a great way to start this game, Kirk, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple drives to get comfortable. You can tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that previous play. Ball handed off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
1st and 10 play coming up. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back to pass. It's Wilson. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Catch made on the left side. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And the runner takes off to his right. And tackled after a small pickup there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete. And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Decision to go for it doesn't work out this time.
Well, I'm not surprised they decided to throw the football here on 4th down, but how about the defense doing their job, especially up front, getting to those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down? Not exactly what this offense envisioned and how this play would work out.
Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And this pass is on target. Caught. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he get there on the ground? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
And this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that 1st down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down at the 46. Good enough for a 1st down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
Time for just one more play here in the 1st quarter. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass falls incomplete as time expires in the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, TCU 7, Louisville 0.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Looking to throw it again. Going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get it behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Close to the tight end. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Hey, they hit this for the first down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for them.
And the Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And the Horned Frogs are in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, TCU.
Important third down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Can he reach the end zone? And he will score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they'll set up now for the extra point try.
In the end zone.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
TCU 14, Louisville 0.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught quickly.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, handoff inside, and brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. To throw, it's Wilson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The Cardinals will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Anytime you go to an empty formation, you're putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and the offensive line to be able to hold up on third down. But because they spread them out, he found the matchup that he liked and got the first down.
He's got it for a big gain. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line. And the Cardinals have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Already got the 1st down, but looking for more yardage. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Boy, this quarterback is hungry for the end zone. That was not a short run. Guy put his running shoes on and took it back to his Pop Warner days, showcasing that agility for the long touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop it short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the TCU offense takes the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Motion now from the tight end. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Breaking free at midfield. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive 1st half. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun running play call. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Receiver in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
How many 1st downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. He hands it off from the gun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They're going to run it here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Touchdown, TCU.
And now they'll set up for the point after. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 1 on the play. Brings up second down.
And then is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to get us going in the second half.
Set to kick this one.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense is back out there on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So, second down after the incompletion. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Looking to throw. It's Wilson. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
And in fourth down, they'll punt it away here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the return man runs out of bounds. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Here's the handoff. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Back to pass. It's Wilson. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Now from the pistol formation. A handoff to the back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And the Horned Frogs will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. and is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Wilson. It's an out route, the catch made. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The Cardinals looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a 1st down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. And that catch is hauled in. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the 1st down. And the Cardinals are in the red zone now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Back to throw again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Louisville.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking to this guy anymore.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Here's the second down play. Dropping back, it's Wilson. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you gotta love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, TCU 35, Louisville 14.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking deep here. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 30 now. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away.
That makes the score. TCU 42, Louisville 14.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. And this offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. The pass rush closing in. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. The Cardinals looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking downfield, it's Wilson. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And they stop him, but not before. An explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play, try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. 2nd and 10 here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw again. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Trying to extend the play. Fighting off the tackler. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's escaping the pocket now. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Christian. And the route is on. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
49, Louisville, 14.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to pass. It's Wilson. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. And the TCU offense takes the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. Hit as he gets the pass away. This one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. But they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And now another deep ball here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the overturn that previous ruling. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
56, Louisville 14.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
Louisville Cardinals will take over 1st and 10.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
There he is. Finally, he's able to get on track and pick up some big yards here in the fourth quarter. It has been a relatively quiet game for him. The defense has done a nice job of bottling him up, but not there. He finally shows what he's capable of doing when he gets out in space and can show you that speed.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And there's the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Important 2nd down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
He'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring it down.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
Timeout, TCU.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. And here's the handoff. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. The tackle is made. The clock runs out.